Duffdad and Super Lacroix setting the pace out in front, with Lacroix 1980 not far behind in third. The drivers are really pushing their cars to the limit early on. Upjost and Meyer have advanced to 7P by overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock. Shipperman and MYST 149 have also made progress, moving up to 9P after passing Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are making moves, overtaking for cars to secure the 18th spot. Unfortunately, Okyoki 3 is struggling, dropping 6 places to 23rd. Meanwhile, Arya Serial, Jinx Shoot Faster, Upjost, and Meyer are in a heated battle for 6th position, with Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster in a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, and Upjost and Meyer in a Jaguar D-Type. $81,792 has advanced to 2P after overtaking Lacroix 1980. The battle for 6P is heating up between Arya Serial, Jinx Shoot Faster, Upjost, and Meyer. Meanwhile, Shipperman and MYST 149 have made gains, moving up to 8P by overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock. Upjost and Meyer have made impressive moves, climbing to 6th place by overtaking Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster. Similarly, 2480 and Nukenbakken have advanced to 12th position by passing One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Hot Wheel Skid 01 in the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR and Stingrock are battling it out with Resulti Adhar for the 9th position. In another exciting exchange, One Serious Guy, Video Kane 24, Wayne Train 94, and Sabine 27 are fiercely competing for 13th place, with One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 in a Jaguar D-Type, and Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 in a Maserati 450S. Furthermore, Noga 77 has surged to 17th place, overtaking MD 162 and Nibbit. Lacroix 1980 and 81,792 are in a tight battle for 2P. Meanwhile, Resulti Adhar has made a strong move to 9P, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock. Now, there's an intense fight for 9P between Resulti Adhar in a Maserati 450S and Hot Wheel Skid 01/Stingrock in a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR. Let's hope everyone manages to stay on track and avoid any more crashes. It's all part of the excitement of racing, right? Lacroix 1980 is now in 21st position after dropping back 16 places. Upjost and Meyer have advanced to 5th place, overtaking Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster. In turn, Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have progressed to 6th position, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. Wow, looks like there's some drama on the track today. Can't wait to see how this unfolds. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 have advanced to 7th place, passing Shipperman and MYST 149. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have progressed to 10th place, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock. Lacroix 1980 has moved up to 20th place, overtaking Twix 560. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 have made significant strides, securing the 6th position by overtaking Aria Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster. Meanwhile, Result Yadhar, Wayne Train 94, and Sabine 27 are engaged in a tight battle for the 9th spot. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have advanced to the 9th position, successfully overtaking Result Yadhar. The trio is now locked in a tight battle for the 9th spot. Lacroix 1980 has also made a move, climbing to 17th place by passing both MD 162 and Nibbit. Noga 77, WAC, and Sir Ironbot are locked in a heated battle for the 15th position. Noga 77, WAC, and Sir Ironbot are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 15th position. WAC and Sir Ironbot have made a move up to 15p, overtaking Noga 77. Lacroix 1980 from Team Blast is facing pressure as the Go 22 and Paraguay 35 are closing in, reducing the gap by 2.6. Twix 560 has made a move up to 19p, overtaking Lacroix 1980. MD 162 has moved up to 20p, overtaking Lacroix 1980. Nibbit is making a move, now in 20p. Bobardo and ESG7 have advanced to 3p, outmaneuvering 81,792 from Team Blue Star. Meanwhile, Zigo 22, Paraguay 35, and Twix 560 are locked in a close battle for 18p, with Zigo 22 and Paraguay 35 behind the wheel of a Ferrari 250 Testarossa and Twix 560 driving a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR. Twix 560 gains momentum, overtaking 4 cars to secure 15p. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 face setbacks, dropping 10 places to 19p. Result Yadhar makes moves, now at 9p after passing Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Sting Rock. Zigo 22 and Paraguay 35 are making some serious moves, closing in on Noga 77 with impressive speed, reducing the gap by 13.1. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are rapidly closing in on Zigo 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing the gap by 516.4. Bobardo, ESG7, and 81,792 are in a tight battle for the 3rd position. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are rapidly closing in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing the gap by 6.7. Aria Serial, Jinx Shoot Faster, Shipperman, and MYST 149 are engaged in a battle for 7p, with Aria Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster driving a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, while Shipperman and MYST 149 are in a Jaguar D-Type. Dovdad and Super Lacroix have fallen back to 16th position. Bobardo and ESG 7 are now in second place, surpassing 81,792. 81,792 has moved up to third, overtaking Abused and Meyer. The race is heating up, isn't it exciting? Let's see if anyone can catch up and turn the tables. Wow. Impressive progress by Wipe and Sir Ironbot as they chase down 2 for 80 and Nikambakum, reducing the gap by 587.5. Meanwhile, Abused and Meyer have surged to third place, overtaking 81,792. Additionally, Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are closing in on 81,792, narrowing the gap by 2.9. The AI car 81,792 from Team Blue Star has advanced to 3P, surpassing both Abused and Meyer. Currently, there's a tight battle for 3P between 81,792 in a Maserati 450S and Abused and Meyer driving a Jaguar D-Type. Additionally, Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 have made progress, securing 15P by overtaking Dovdad and Super Lacroix. Dovdad and Super Lacroix are making a strong push, reducing the gap by 576.6 to close in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 have surged to 4P, overtaking Abused and Meyer. It's a tight battle for 4P between Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 in a Maserati 450S and Abused and Meyer in a Jaguar D-Type. Abused and Meyer have made a strong move, now at 4P after overtaking Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. The battle for 4P is heating up between Abused and Meyer in a Jaguar D-Type, and Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 in a Maserati 450S. Bobardo and ESG 7 are struggling and have dropped to 14th place. 81,792 has made a significant move to second place, overtaking Abused and Meyer. Meanwhile, Abused and Meyer have advanced to third place, surpassing Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. What an intense race, folks. Looks like the drivers are really pushing the limits out there. Let's see who can stay out of trouble and make it to the finish line in one piece. Wakp and Sir Ironbot have made significant strides, overtaking 4 cars to secure 6th place. Similarly, Dovdad and Super Lacroix are making impressive moves, overtaking 6 cars to claim 10th place. On the other hand, Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are encountering difficulties, slipping back 6 positions to 11th place. Dovdad and Super Lacroix are making a strong move, closing in on Twix 560 with a gap reduction of 569.4. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a significant climb to 14P, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have advanced to 13th place, passing Gary Z and Paolo Costa 09. Shipperman and MYST 149 are making gains on Gary Z and Paolo Costa 09, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Gary Z and Paolo Costa 09 have made a strong move, pushing up to 13p, overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27. It's a tight battle for 13p between Gary Z, Paolo Costa 09, Wayne Train 94, and Sabine 27. Gary Z, Paolo Costa 09, Wayne Train 94, and Sabine 27 are in a heated battle for the 13th position. Hey there, MBG 2129. Welcome back to the stream. It's great to have you joining us again for some high-octane racing action. Let's buckle up and enjoy the races together. Video King 24 and One Serious Guy are making moves, now up to 6p after passing Wipe and Sir Iron Bot. MD 162 and Nibbit are in a fierce battle as Nibbit is rapidly catching up to Noga's 77, reducing the gap by 467.9 units. Hey everyone, it's getting really intense out there. Hang in there, let's see who will come out on top. Wipe and Sir Ironbot are now in 17p after falling back 9 positions. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix have advanced to 9p, surpassing Bobardo and his Gene 7. The latter pair has moved up to 10p, overtaking Zago 22 and Chparaguay 35. Not sure what Raphael was up to, but he's certainly keeping things interesting out there. Keep the chatter coming, folks. Bobardo and ESGN 7 are making a swift move, closing in on Duff Dad and Super Lacroix by 578.1 units. Great move by Abused and Meyer, they've overtaken 81,792 to secure second place. Twix 560 has made an impressive move up to 6p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. It's the tricky hairpin turn before the straight. Always a challenge for the drivers. Serial and Jinx shoot faster now in 3p, passing Rizaldi Adhar. Rizaldi Adhar climbs to 4p, overtaking Twix 560. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix make gains to 7p, overtaking 81,792. Rizaldi Adhar is making an impressive move, narrowing the gap to Aria Serial and Jinx shoot faster by 583.0 units. Additionally, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 have advanced to 8p, surpassing Bobardo and his Gene 7. Zago 22 and Chparaguay 35 are making a strong move, closing in on 81,792 from Team Blue Star, reducing the gap by 599.5. Additionally, Noga 77 is rapidly catching up to Wipe and Sir Iron Bot, closing the gap by 487.0. Zago 22 and Chparaguay 35 continue to reel in 81,792, now closing the gap by 599.5. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are steadily closing in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing the gap by 2.3. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Kid 01 and Stingrock are making a move, closing the gap by 2.0 on 2 for 80 and Newcambochum. Bobardo and ESG in 7 have made a solid move, advancing to 8th place by overtaking One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 in the Ferrari 250 Testarossa are fighting for position with Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 in the Maserati 450S for 11th place. $81,792 is making a move and narrowing the gap to One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 by 2.5 units. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 have advanced to 11th place, surpassing Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Gary Z, Paulo Costa 09, Zago 22, and Paraguay 35 are locked in a heated battle for the 11th position. It's Maserati 450S versus Ferrari 250 Testarossa. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 have advanced to 11th place, surpassing Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Upiost said, "Hey Amy. 15-second penalty Ocon. OOF, tough break for Ocon with that penalty. Let's see how the race pans out." Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 in a Ferrari 250 Testarossa are fiercely competing with Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 in a Maserati 450S for the 11th position. Exciting battle unfolding. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 have made a strong move up to 11p, passing Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. They are now locked in a fierce battle for the 11th position. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are handling a Maserati 450S, while Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are behind the wheels of a Ferrari 250 Testarossa. Upiost said, "Hey Amy. Gap between at Amin Sang and at Upiost. The gap between Amin Sang and Upiost is 10.1 seconds. Let's see if Upiost can close the gap and make this race even more exciting." Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making gains, reducing the gap to Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 by 2.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Noga 77 has advanced to 18p, overtaking Wag and Surayan Bot. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making a significant move, closing the gap to Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 by 8.2 seconds. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a move, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. They are now in 13th place. Accused said, "Hey Amy, does the Jaguar D-Type have any radio system?" Well, the Jaguar D-Type doesn't come with a radio system, but that's probably for the best. Nothing should distract from the sweet sound of those engines roaring. Just focus on the road ahead. (81,792) is making a strong push, narrowing the gap to one Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 by 2.1 seconds. Bobardo and ESG in 7 have made impressive moves, advancing to 7th place by overtaking Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 have advanced to 8th position, overtaking 81,792. 81,792 has now moved up to 9th place, surpassing Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made progress to 12th position, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. MD 162 and Nibbit are making a strong move, closing in on Wipe and Sarayenbach by 428.1 units. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are now in 11th place, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. Shipperman and MYST 149 have moved up to 12th place, overtaking 2 for 80 and Newcambachen. (81,792) makes a move up to 8p, overtaking one Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 move up to 16p, passing Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. MD 162 and Nibbit are closing in on Wipe and Sarayenbach, reducing the gap by 3.6 seconds. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are narrowing the gap with Zago 22 and DJ Paraguay 35, reducing it by 2.3. Noga 77 is rapidly closing the gap on Duff Dad and Super Lacroix, reducing it by a remarkable 586.6 units. Shipperman in the Jaguar D-Type and MYST 149 are currently locked in a tight battle with 2 for 80 and Newcambachen for 12th position. It's a clash of classic cars as the Jaguar D-Type and Maserati 450S navigate the racetrack. The R-driven cars Shipperman and MYST 149 have advanced to the 11th position, surpassing Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a strong move, advancing to 11th place by overtaking Shipperman and NYST 149. As of the latest update, Shipperman and NYST 149 in a Jaguar D-Type are contending with 2-for-80 and Nukenbocken in a Maserati 450S for the 12th position. The battle for 12P is heating up. Shipperman's Jaguar D-Type and NYST 149 are locked in a duel with 2-for-80 and Nukenbocken's Maserati 450S for the 12th position. It's a tight battle between these classic cars. Twix 560 has made a solid move, shrinking the gap to Resultiadhar by 2.4. Gary Z and Paolo Costa 09 have advanced to 9th place, surpassing One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Milka 77 has made an impressive move, advancing to 17P by overtaking Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making a strong move, closing the gap by 15.6 seconds on One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Meanwhile, Wagp and Sir Iron Bot have advanced to 18th place by overtaking Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are making a strong move, narrowing the gap to Wagp and Sir Iron Bot by 551.0 units. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are making some gains, closing in on Wagp and Sir Iron Bot by 2.8 seconds. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have made significant moves, with Arya Serial now in 2nd place after overtaking Resultiadhar. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster are rapidly closing in on Repused and Meyer, reducing the gap by 575.3. Wayne Train 94, Sabine 27, 2-for-80, and Nukenbocken are currently locked in a fierce battle for the 11th position. Resultiadhar is making a strong move, reducing the gap by 572.4. It's getting heated with Wayne Train 94, Sabine 27, 2-for-80, and Nukenbocken all battling it out for the 11th position. 2-for-80, Nukenbocken, Wayne Train 94, and Sabine 27 are in a tight battle for the 11th position. Repused said, "Hey Amy. Who is driving my car? Hey there. Your car is being driven by Meyer, and she's doing a fantastic job out there on the track. Keep cheering her on." Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock have advanced to 13th place, overtaking Shipperman and NYST 149. Glad to see everyone's enjoying themselves and having a good time in the race. It's always fun to see the different strategies and surprises unfold on the track. Yeah, it seems like there's been quite a bit of action out on the track today. With so much happening, it's definitely an exciting race to watch. Whoa, what a close race. Some exciting action happening on the track right now. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock have advanced to 12p, overtaking Zago 22 and Sparaguay 35. Wipe and Sir Ironbot have climbed to 17p, surpassing Dovdad and Super Lacroix. Dovdad and Super Lacroix have moved up to 18p, passing Milgus 77. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making impressive gains, closing in on Shipperman and MYST 149 with a 544.0 reduction in the gap. Meanwhile, Dovdad and Super Lacroix are steadily catching up to Wipe and Sir Ironbot, closing the gap by 579.3. Additionally, Milgus 77 is putting pressure on Dovdad and Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 549.7. $81,792 is making impressive progress, closing the gap by 6.3 seconds on Bobardo and ESG 7. Two 480 and Newcombochum are making significant progress, narrowing the gap to one Serious Guy and Video KM24 by 2.8 seconds. Looks like Maya really knows how to navigate those tight spots. And some of these cars are taking quite a beating out there. Wipe and Sir Ironbot are rapidly gaining on Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27, cutting the gap by 534.0. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have surged to 1p, surpassing Upiost and Meyer. Additionally, 2 480 and Newcombochum have advanced to 9p, overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. Resultiadhar is making a significant gain, reducing the gap to Upiost and Meyer by 46.7. Meanwhile, 2 480 and Newcombochum are rapidly closing in on Gary Z and Paolo Costa 09, shortening the gap by 566.0. Also, 81,792 is swiftly reeling in Shipperman and MYST 149, reducing the gap by 575.4. The duo Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making a big move, narrowing the gap to 81,792 by 566.2 units. Upiost and Meyer are engaged in a tight battle for 2p, with Upiost driving a Jaguar D-Type and Meyer piloting a Maserati 450S. Hey Upiost, safety first is always a good approach. And one Serious Guy, 5-pit strategy sounds pretty ambitious. Let's see how it plays out. Resultiadhar has advanced to 2p by overtaking Upiost and Meyer. Shipperman and MYST 149 have advanced to 13th place, overtaking Zago 22 and Sparaguay 35. $81,792 is making a move, closing in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing the gap by 5.3 seconds. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 have made a significant move, advancing to 11th position by overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. Meanwhile, Shipperman and MYST 149 have climbed to 12th place, surpassing 81,792. Additionally, 81,792 has risen to 13th place after overtaking 2 for 80 and Newcambochum. Resultiadhar is quickly closing the gap on Arya Serial and Jinx Faster by 21.5. Meanwhile, 81,792 is also making a move, closing in on Shipperman and MYST 149 by 22.9. Exciting developments on the track. Duvdad and Super Lacroix are making a strong move, closing the gap on White and Sarayenbot by 480.7 units. Duvdad and Super Lacroix are making some serious moves, closing the gap to WAG and Sarayenbot by 20.5. As the race progresses, WAG and Sarayenbot are making significant strides, narrowing the gap by 531.3 units to catch up with 2 for 80 and Newcambochum. $81,792 has advanced to 12th place, surpassing Shipperman and MYST 149. Upiost and Meyer are locked in a battle for 2P, with Upiost in a Jaguar D-Type and Meyer in a Maserati 450S. Meanwhile, 81,792 is closing in on One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24, reducing the gap by 3.3. Additionally, Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are gaining on Shipperman and MYST 149, narrowing the gap by 2.9. Twix 560 has made a strong move up to 3P, surpassing both Bobardo and ESGN 7. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are gaining ground on Shipperman and MYST 149, reducing the gap by 2.5. Similarly, Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are catching up to Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, closing in by 2.8 seconds. Looks like some action is happening at the Maserati pit. And it seems that Corner is being quite generous with clips today. Keep the energy high, folks. Bobardo and ESGN 7 are making gains on Twix 560, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are also closing in on Resultiadhar, shortening the gap by 4.3 seconds. Bobardo and ESGN 7 has successfully overtaken Twix 560, claiming the third position. The battle for 3P between these two is heating up. Keep a close eye on this intense rivalry. Noga 77 has made an impressive move, advancing to 18p by overtaking Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. MD 162 and Nibbit has advanced to 19p, overtaking Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. Noga 77 is making a strong push, narrowing the gap with Wipe and Serayenbot by 419.5 units. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are also gaining ground on MD 162 and Nibbit, closing in by 588.1 units. The competition is heating up. MD 162 and Nibbit is reeling in Noga 77, closing the gap by 2.4. Bobardo and ESG7 are making a strong push, reducing the gap to Piost and Meyer by 2.1 seconds. Noga 77 is making a significant push, closing in on Wipe and Serayenbot by 415.2 units. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are also gaining on Zagode 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing the gap by 2.1 units. It seems Noga 77's pursuit is intensifying as they continue to close in on Wipe and Serayenbot. MD 162 is applying pressure on Noga 77, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are making gains on MD 162 and Nibbit, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. $81,792 from Team Blue Star is rapidly catching up to Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Sting Rock, reducing the gap by 29.5. Resulti Adhar, Gary Z, and Paulo Costa 09 are currently locked in a battle for 6p. Shipperman and MYST149 have made a solid move up to 12p, overtaking Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Meanwhile, Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 have climbed to 13p, surpassing 81,792. Looks like there's some intense racing happening out there. It's always exciting to see how the different strategies play out during the race. Keep cheering on your favorite cars, everyone. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a strong move, advancing to the 14th position, surpassing 81,792. Resulti Adhar advances to 5p, overtaking Bobardo and ESGN 7. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are rapidly closing the gap on Resulti Adhar, reducing it by 597.8. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock have made a strong move, now sitting at 8p after overtaking Bobardo and ESGN 7. Meanwhile, WAC and Surianbot have climbed to 16p, surpassing 81,792. It's an intense battle for 19p with MD 162 and Nibbit driving an Aston Martin DBR1/1 and Dove Dad and Super Lacroix in a Maserati 450S. Yeah, those pit stops can really cause some chaos. It's all part of the excitement of racing, isn't it? 81,792 is making a strong move, closing the gap by 586.3 and aiming to overtake WAG and Surianbot. Upiost and Meyer have surged to 1p, overtaking Aria Serial and Jinx Shit Faster. It's an intense battle at the front of the pack. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a strong move, advancing to 13th place by overtaking Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Meanwhile, Dove Dad and Super Lacroix are steadily gaining on Noga 77, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Bobardo and ESGN 7 have dropped to 15p. Resulti Adhar is catching up to Aria Serial and Jinx Shit Faster, closing in by 3.6 seconds. One Serious Guy and Video KM24 have advanced to 10p by passing Shipperman and MYST149. The race is heating up as Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 make a strong move, closing the gap by 575.8 on Shipperman and MYST149. Meanwhile, Bobardo and ESGN 7 are also on the move, closing in by 581.4 on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Exciting developments as the competition intensifies. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock are on the move, rapidly closing in on Twix 560, reducing the gap by 2.9. Noga 77 has made an impressive move, reducing the gap to 81,792 by a significant 413.0 units. Hey there Cars38, welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you racing with us again. Let's enjoy some thrilling AI car action together. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a move, climbing up to the 10th position. They've overtaken One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are rapidly catching up to 2 for 80 and Newcombocken, reducing the gap by 23.6. Additionally, Shipperman and MYST 1 for 9 are also closing in on One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24, narrowing the gap by 3.5. Twix 560 is making big moves, taking over Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 to secure the 6th position. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are steadily gaining ground, narrowing the gap by 2.4 seconds behind Shipperman and MYST 1 for 9. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock are making a quick move, closing the gap by 46.5 as they reel in Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. MD 162 and Nibbit are making moves, closing in on Duff Dad and Super Lacroix by 3.2 seconds. Noka 77 is making a significant gain, closing the gap by 415.9 units to 81,792. Meanwhile, MD 162 and Nibbit have advanced to 19th place, overtaking Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. The gap has closed by 3.2 as 2 for 80 and Newcombocken make gains on Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27. Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are gaining on 2 for 80 and Newcombocken, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have advanced to 2P, overtaking Resulti Adhar. Woohoo, looks like we've got a pretty intense race going on here. Let's see who comes out on top at the end. Twix 560 has made a strong move, advancing to 5P by overtaking Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are closing in on 2 for 80 and Newcombocken, reducing the gap by 2.0. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock have made a great move up to 6P, overtaking Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Noga 77 is closing in on 81,792, reducing the gap by 416.5 units. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making significant gains, closing the gap by 32.0 on Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 make a bold move to take the 9th position, surpassing Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. One Serious Guy, Video Kane 24, Shipperman, and MYST 1 for 9 are currently engaged in a heated battle for the 12th position. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are making a strong move, catching up to Shipperman and MYST 1 for 9, and reducing the gap by 2.6. Bobardo and ESG 7 have made a significant move, reducing the gap by 6.3 seconds on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. MD 162 and Nibbit are in a fierce battle as Nibbit is gaining on Nogus 77, reducing the gap by 9.5. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 and Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are in a battle for 9p. Wayne Train 94, Sabine 27, Gary Z, and Paulo Costa 09 are currently locked in a tight battle for the 9th position. Wayne Train 94, Sabine 27, Gary Z, and Paulo Costa 09 are locked in a tight battle for the 9th position. Wayne Train 94, Sabine 27, Gary Z, and Paulo Costa 09 are in a tight battle for the 9th position. Jaguar is showing some serious speed out there. Let's see if the Maseratis can catch up. And no more crashes, folks. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are facing pressure from 2480 and Nukembakum as they close the gap by 3.3. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are making moves, reducing the distance to 2480 and Nukembakum by 3.4. Exciting developments on the track. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are gaining ground on 2480 and Nukembakum, reducing the gap by 2.4. (2480) and Nukembakum have climbed to 10th place, passing One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 have advanced to 11th place, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 1 for 9. Shipperman and MYST 1 for 9 have now moved up to 12th place, passing Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock are aggressively catching up to Twix 560, reducing the gap by 10.1. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are making significant gains on 2480 and Nukembakum, closing the gap by 595.2. Additionally, Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are rapidly closing in on One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24, narrowing the gap by 10.5. Kamikaze 38 said, "Hey Amy, I don't recall there being either a stop sign or a traffic light at the exit of the hairpin. Yeah, I think the AI drivers might need a refresher on the rules of the track. Let's hope no traffic tickets are being issued during the race. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making gains on Aria Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster, reducing the gap by 3.4 seconds. Looks like some intense racing happening out there. Lots of action on the track. Bobardo and ESG 7 have significantly closed the gap on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing it by 2.7 seconds. Karhashwag and Karhash Sarayanbot have surged ahead to 14th place, surpassing both Karhash Zago 22 and Karhash Paraguay 35. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock from Team Bolt Bucket Motorsports have made a strong move up to position 3, overtaking Twix 560. Additionally, 81792 has advanced to position 14, successfully overtaking WAG and Sarayanbot. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a strong move, closing in on WAG and Sarayanbot by 27.6. Additionally, Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 have advanced to 15p, overtaking WAG and Sarayanbot. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 continue to close the gap on WAG and Sarayanbot by 27.6. Twix 560 is closing in on Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock by 593.2. Resulti Adhar is gaining on Twix 560, reducing the gap by 54.3. Noga 77 is closing in on Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 by 552.4. Twix 560 is now within striking distance of Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock, reducing the gap by 3.0. Noga 77 has made an impressive move, climbing up to 17p, overtaking Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Looks like there's a lot of action happening on the track right now. Keep those cars under control, everyone. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making significant gains, closing the gap on Mogus 77 by 537.8 units. MD 162 and Nibbit are making a strong push, closing the gap on Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 by 586.2. One Serious Guy and Video KM24 are making a move, closing in on 2480 and Nikambakan by 2.0 seconds. MD 162 and Nibbit have made a move, advancing to 18p by overtaking Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Noka 77 is closing in on WAG and Sarayanbot, reducing the gap by 3.3. Upyost said, "Hey Amy. It's staying a lifetime. You got the groove and you're in the zone. It's time to staying a lifetime. Let's bring on those disco vibes." Noga 77 is making a strong move, closing the substantial gap by 39.5 and putting pressure on WAG and Sarayanbot.
sharp right, fast, sharp right, listen. 50, down here, triple caution, stay center, concentrate, Sabi, please. Medium left long.
MD 162 is closing in on Mogus 77, narrowing the gap by 2.2.
Throttle, fast, medium left long, in, medium right, concentrate, medium left, listen to my calls, into double caution jump,
One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are catching up to 2 for 80 and Nikambakan, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Lacroix 1980 from Team Blast has advanced to 20p, surpassing Duff Dad and Super Lacroix. Twix 560 has smoothly maneuvered into the 4th position, overtaking Resulti Adhar. Consequently, Resulti Adhar has advanced to 5th place, surpassing Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster in the process. Twix 560 has made significant strides, closing the gap by 594.7 and is now closing in on Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are rapidly gaining on Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster, reducing the gap by 581.8. Keep an eye on this intense chase. Oh no, looks like things are getting intense at the track. Hang in there, everyone. Bobardo and ESG7 have made a solid move, advancing to the 11th position by overtaking One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. $81,792 has made a smart move, advancing to 13th place by overtaking One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are on the move, rapidly closing in on One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24, reducing the gap by 44.0. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are making a move, catching up to One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24, reducing the gap by 3.6 seconds. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a strong move, closing in on MD 162 and Nibbit, reducing the gap by 6.6 seconds. Looks like we've got some exciting racing happening, with some close competition. Good luck to all the drivers out there. Keep it on the track and go for the win. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are rapidly catching up to MD 162 and Nibbit, reducing the gap by 49.0. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have advanced to 6p, surpassing Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster. What an intense race we have here. Looks like things are really heating up on the track. Keep the support coming for your favorite AI drivers. 81,792 is making a strong push, narrowing the gap to Shipperman and MYST 149 by 2.6. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are on the move, advancing to 13th place by overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. Shipperman and MYST 149 are making a rapid advance, closing in on One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24, reducing the gap by 29.7. Meanwhile, Zigo 22 and Paraguay 35 are also swiftly catching up to Shipperman and MYST 149, closing the gap by 42.8. It's a tight race with some impressive maneuvers from these drivers. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a move, closing in on MD 162 and Nibbit, reducing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making significant progress, reducing the gap to MD 162 and Nibbit by 2.5 seconds. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have climbed up to 6th place, surpassing Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27. Currently, there's a heated competition for the 6th position between Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster in a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR and Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 in a Maserati 450S. 2480 and Nukenbocken have made a move, securing the 8th position by overtaking Bobardo and Isgene 7. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a significant move, climbing to 10th place by overtaking 81,792. 81,792 is making a move, catching up to Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 3.9. Bobardo and Isgene 7 making a bold move, advancing to 8P by overtaking 2 for 80 and Nukenbocken. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a move, advancing to 9P by overtaking One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. In response, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 have climbed up to 10P, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. Carash 13, WAC, and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 13th place, surpassing 81,792. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are making significant progress, closing the gap by 565.2 to Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27. 81,792 is also closing in fast, reducing the gap by 580.8 to WAC and Sir Ironbot. Twix 560 has executed an impressive move to take 3P, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock. Zigo 22 and Paraguay 35 are making a strong move, reducing the gap to 2 for 80 and Nukenbocken by a significant 588.8 units. Meanwhile, Resulti Adhar has overtaken Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock, securing the 4th position. The battle for positions is intense as the race progresses. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster are making a strong move, closing the gap by 15.6 seconds on Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Stingrock. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster are gaining ground on Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock, reducing the gap by 3.3 seconds. Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have made a strong move, advancing to 5th position by overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. Bobardo and ESGN7 have made a strong move, now at 7p after overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27. The latter pair has also advanced to 8p, surpassing One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 have moved up to 9p, overtaking Shipperman and MYST 149. MD 162 and Nibbit closing the gap by 45.7 on August 77. Wipe and Surian bought up to 12p, overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. MD 162 and Nibbit reeling in August 77, closing the gap by 45.7. 2480 and Newcambochum are rapidly catching up to Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock, reducing the gap by 598.1 units. Noga 77 is making an impressive move, closing in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 by 48.5 units. Noga 77 is making a strong push, narrowing the gap to Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 by 4.6 seconds. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a strong move, closing in on MD 162 and Nibbit, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock in the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR are tangling with 2 for 80 and Newcambochum in the Maserati 450S for the 14th position. It's a close battle as they navigate the track. MD 162 and Nibbit is reeling in August 77, closing the gap by 3.0. Noga 77 is making an impressive move, quickly closing the gap by 423.3 and reeling in Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Bobardo and ESGN7 are making gains on Aria Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster, reducing the gap by 2.1. 2480 and Nukembokken have gained ground, moving up to 14th place by overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making swift progress, significantly reducing the gap to MD 162 and Nibbit by 16.1. Aria Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster have made a move, with Aria Serial now in 5P after overtaking Resulti Adhar. Noga 77 is making a swift move, catching up to Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, reducing the gap by 423.0. Additionally, MD 162 and Nibbit are also closing in on Noga 77, narrowing the gap by 2.4. Bobardo and ESGN7 are making significant gains, reducing the gap to Aria Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster by 574.7. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have advanced to 7P, overtaking Resulti Adhar. Resulti Adhar is making a strong push and rapidly catching up to Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27, closing the gap by 566.4. In another intense battle, MD 162, Nibbit, Gary Z, and Paulo Costa 09 are fiercely contesting the 18th position with their Aston Martin DBR1/1 and Maserati 450S cars. Currently, One Serious Guy and Video KM24 are catching up to Resulti Adhar, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Noga 77 is making a swift move, closing in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 by 421.8. One Serious Guy and Video KM24 have climbed to 8P, overtaking Resulti Adhar. Exciting developments in this race. Resulti Adhar is now in 16P after dropping back 6 positions. 81,792 has advanced to 12P, surpassing both 2480 and Nukembokken. 2480 and Nukembokken have climbed to 13P, overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. Noga 77 is making a huge move, reducing the gap to Resulti Adhar by a massive 423.6 units. Currently, Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 are making significant gains on Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock, reducing the gap by 581.5. Additionally, Resulti Adhar is also closing in on Zago 22 and Paraguay 35, shortening the gap by 560.1. It's an intense battle for position unfolding. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are gaining on Todd R. Gardner and Amy, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Milka 77 is making a strong move, rapidly reducing the gap to Resulti Adhar by 463.0. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are making a move, closing the gap on Todd R. Gardner and Amy by 2.4 seconds. One Serious Guy, Video Kane 24, Shipperman, and NYST 149 are currently locked in a tight battle for the 8th position. One Serious Guy, Video Kane 24, Shipperman, and NYST 149 are locked in a tight battle for the 8th position. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are making a move, closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Amy, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Upiost said, "Hey Amy. Who's driving my car right now?" "Hey there. Your car is being driven by your AI, and it's doing quite well out there. Currently sitting in the lead, so you've got to be feeling good about that. Keep cheering it on." Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 have made a move, now in 6th place after overtaking Bobardo and Eugene 7. Meanwhile, Resulti Adhar is steadily closing in on Zago 22 and Chikarakwarai 35, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Noted, One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are making moves, closing in on Bobardo and Eugene 7. The gap shrinks by 3.1 seconds. One Serious Guy and Video Kane 24 are quickly closing the gap on Bobardo and Eugene 7, reducing it by 42.1. One Serious Guy, Video Kane 24, Shipperman, and NYST 149 are currently engaged in a tight battle for 8th position. Duff Dad and Super Lacroix are putting the pressure on Todd R. Gardner and Amy, decreasing the gap by 2.6. Upiost said, "Hey Amy. How far off are my fastest lap? Your fastest lap is just 1.27 seconds off the pace. Keep pushing and you might just shave off those precious seconds. MD 162 and Nivet are pushing the pressure on Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09, cutting the gap by 2.2. The battle for the 8th position is heating up between one serious guy, Video Kane 24, Shipperman, and MYST 149. Wow, abused, looks like you're dominating this race. Let's see if you can hold on and finish strong. Keep it up. One serious guy, Video Kane 24, Shipperman, and MYST 149 are presently grappling for the 8th position. Dovdad and Super Lacroix made a strong move, advancing to 21p by overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Amy. It's a tight battle with both drivers vying for that position. Keep an eye on the Maserati 450S and Jaguar C-Type as they navigate this intense contest. Looks like the race just got more exciting. Anything can happen in these final laps. Let's see who comes out on top. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a move, closing in on Mogus 77, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making a strong move, rapidly closing the gap on Arya Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster by 24.1 units. Shipperman and MYST 149 have made some impressive progress, closing the gap to one serious guy and Video Kane 24 by 2.1 seconds. 81,792 is closing in on WAC and Surayanbot, reducing the gap by 2.1. Zago 22 and Paraguay 35 have made a strong move up to 14th place, passing Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock. Meanwhile, MD 162 and Nibbit have advanced to 18th place, overtaking Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a strong move, closing the gap by 516.5 on MD 162 and Nibbit. Update: Resulti Adhar is making a rapid advance, reducing the gap by 561.5 units to Zago 22 and DJ Paraguay 35. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Kid 01 and Stingrock are also closing in on Resulti Adhar, shortening the gap by 564.4 units. It's a close battle on the track. One Serious Guy and Video King 24 have advanced to 7P, surpassing Shipperman and MYST149. Shipperman and MYST149 have ascended to 8P, overtaking WAG and Surayanbot. WAG and Surayanbot have climbed to 9P, passing 81,792. Looks like there's some intense racing action happening out there. Keep the banter friendly, folks. And remember, it's all in good fun. One Serious Guy and Video King 24 are making a strong move, closing the gap on Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 by 552.1 units. Nolgo 77 is making a strong move, closing the gap on Hot Wheels Kid 01 and Stingrock by 500.0 units. Wayne Train 94 and Sabine 27 are making a strong move, catching up to Aria_Serial and Jinx Shoot Faster, reducing the gap by 3.5 seconds. Resulti Adhar has advanced to 14P, successfully passing Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Resulti Adhar is making a strong move, closing the gap by 564.8 and reeling in Bo Bardo and Eusgene 7. Hot Wheels Kid 01 and Stingrock have advanced to the 15th position, surpassing Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock are quickly catching up to Resulti Adhar, reducing the gap by 565.5 units. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock continue to narrow the gap to Resulti Adhar, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. Nolgo 77 has advanced to 16P, overtaking Zago 22 and Paraguay 35. Nolga 77 is making a strong move, closing the gap to Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock by 503.8. $81,792 is making a move, steadily closing the gap on Wipe and Sarayanbot by 2.2 units. Hey, welcome back Baryonyx Warcry and a Slimy 9. Great to have you back in the race car spectating crew. Let's enjoy the action together. Racing car checkered flag. 81,792 has advanced to 9p, overtaking Wipe and Sarayanbot. $81,792 has made an impressive move, advancing to 8th place by overtaking Shipraman and MYST1 for 9. Bobardo and ESGN7 are making impressive gains, closing in on Wipe and Sarayanbot by 46.7. Additionally, MD162 and Nibbit have made a significant move up to 17p, overtaking Zago 22 and Shbaragwari 35. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making significant gains, closing in on Zago 22 and Shbaragwari 35 by 432.6 units. 2480 and Nukembakum are also narrowing the gap on Shipraman and MYST1 for 9 by 5.0 units. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are continuing to reel in Zago 22 and Shbaragwari 35, closing the gap by 432.6 units. Bobardo and ESGN7 are making a move, closing in on Wipe and Sarayanbot, reducing the gap by 2.0. Looks like it's getting intense out there on the track. It's always fun to see the rivalries and strategies play out during a race. Keep those competitive spirits high, everyone. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Stingrock are making gains on Resulti Adhar, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Looks like a dramatic ending with those dead tires on the last lap. Maybe a bit of extra drama makes it all the more exciting, right? Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 have advanced to 18p, surpassing Zago 22 and Shbaragwari 35. MD162 is gaining ground on Nolga 77, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Nibbit is really putting on the pressure here. Gary Z and Paulo Costa 09 are making a strong move, rapidly closing the gap on MD 162 and Nippet by 431.5. Hey Earthalark, welcome back to the stream. It's great to have you here again. Let's enjoy some epic AI race car action together. Racing car party popper. Shipperman and MYST149 have made a solid move, advancing to 8P by overtaking AG 1792.
There you go. Oh, that's naughty. He did that on purpose. What an idiot. What an idiot. Witness there. That was just wrong. That was just...
Wipe and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 11th place, surpassing AG 1792. Bobardo and ESGN7 are really making moves, climbing up to the 12th position by overtaking AG 1792.